two tattoos right here, both traditional Japanese, both full color. One of these costs $10,000, the other $100,000. Take a second, look at them. Which one do you think is the $100,000 piece? If you say the one on the left, the Hanya full bodysuit, I get it. Like it covered a lot of body, bigger means more money, right? That makes sense. But you are wrong. The answer is the back piece, on the right, the phoenix. And if you still can't see why, that's exactly why you are here. Because that gap in your eye, that's the difference between a tattoo you will brag about for life and something you will be hiding on the long sleeves at the pool. Konnichiwa, Yoshi desu. 16 years doing traditional Japanese tattooing here. And today we're going deep on one question. Why does one Irezumi piece cost as much as a Honda and another one costs like a Ferrari? We're gonna break it down layer by layer. The design destiny, session hours, and the thing that almost nobody talks about. The STENCIL digester that turns Dragon into earthworms, plus the step that has nothing to do with art at all. The name, the technique, even your body type. And at the end, I'm giving you 3 lines you can say at your consultation that'll make any tattoo artist look at you completely differently. Alright, let's get into it. Rule number 1. Get this, and everything else falls into place. Every single time a needle touches your skin, that's a unit of work. Needle passes equal time, time equals money. That's the whole equation. Now let's apply it. Take a Hanya mask. Beautiful subject, super traditional, but structurally, it's actually pretty generous to the artist. You've got thick, bold lines, backgrounds that cover a lot of ground fast. A skilled artist can move through it at a solid pace. Peonies, snakes, and gears, efficient subject. Classic, beautiful, but efficient. Now look at the phoenix back piece again. Every single feather has a base color, a midtone, a highlight, and a shadow. We were talking 5 to 8 needles passes over the same area just to build that gradation. And a full phoenix back piece might have hundreds of those feather clusters. And that's before we even touch the tail, the wings, the face. Same math applies to dragon, dance, Fudomyo figures. Any complex figurative works. There's a specific technique called Nijubori on the human subject making tattoo again. That's literally doubling major portion of your session hours. Tattoo into tattoo. An artist use Nijubori is not ripping off you. They are showing you what 2 layers of art actually look like. So next time color makes you flinch, ask yourself how many needles pass live in that design, because the art isn't on the paper, it lives in the hours. Okay, this is the next part. I need you really pay attention because this is a thing that almost nobody talks about publicly, and it is the number 1 reason why expensive tattoo something's an indigester. It comes down to the STENCIL, the transfer. Before any ink goes in, the design gets transferred onto your skin as a guide. And this is where the gap between a junior artist and a master becomes brutally obvious. Here's what an inexperienced artist does. They lay down on the bench or bed or have you hunch forward. Why? Because it's easier to press the STENCIL flat that way. And honestly, on a bigger, more muscular body, so curves are so deep that pressing a STENCIL cleanly on a standing person is generally tough. The skin just won't cooperate, so you can kind of see why they defer to lying down. It's not always laziness. Sometimes it's just easier path. But easy for the artist is not the same as good for you. The stencil goes on clean, ever and happy, look perfect. When you stand up, the muscles shift. The skin that was flat when you're hunched over, now it stretches. The design that looked perfectly proportioned while you were slouching, now it slides, it drifts, it twists. Your dragon's head is pointing the wrong way. Your phoenix wings are uneven. The design that was supposed to flow with your body is now fighting against it. I actually have a personal story about this. This was 16 years ago. My friend, first back piece I ever did. I had him lie down, pressed the stencil, looked great, walked on it for a long time. Then he stood up. The figure in the design was holding a stone tablet like this. Very dramatic, very powerful, like this. The tablet was now at the 45 degrees angle, like this, like the leaning tower of Pisa. But as a tattoo on my friend's back, I just froze. In my head, I was like, oh, no way. I'm thinking, and what do I say? But because it's my friend, I just stayed quiet, say nothing, pretended it didn't happen. That guy still has just outline on his back to this day. Alright, so what does a veteran Horoshi do against it? They stand up straight, collect posture, weight on body fit, and they apply a stencil on a standing body, calculate your lats, your traps, the natural curves on your lower back. They are not seeing your skin as a flat canvas. They are seeing it's a sculpture. They are wrapping a two-dimensional design around the three-dimensional form. And that skill you cannot learn from the YouTube. You can't learn it from a course. You learn it from doing hundreds of backs. It's a pattern recognition built from thousands of body. When people come to me with a messed up tattoos, elbow, knee, everything that wraps, it's almost always stencil problem. Flat spots are fine, but anything that curves, that's where it gets dangerous. I've seen beautiful one-point pieces get completely destroyed just because of those spots. Not the tattooing, the stencil. What you pay for with experience isn't ego, it's the ability to control variables you don't even know exist yet. Alright, let's talk about the stuff that pushes price from expensive to weight. Is that real? 3 factors: technique, name, body size. Most tattoo machines are rotary or core, fast, precise, consistent. Debris is a traditional Japanese method, where the artist uses a bamboo or metal handle with needles and literally pushes the ink in by hand. Why does this cost more? 2 reasons. First, scarcity. A genuine debris master at the higher level for large-scale traditional work worldwide, where talking maybe a few dozen people. You are not paying for a service, you are paying for access a dyeing technique. Second, the results of actual different. The saturation sits differently in the skin. Think about this way. Even though camera exists, people still buy paintings, right? The more mass products take over, the more people crave original, the handmade, the analog. That's debris. This one feels unfair, but it's completely real. When you commission a piece from a Horishi with a recognized name, a lineage going back decades, that piece became an artifact. The tattoo world has a real provenance system, just like fine art. Actually, think about how people go to tattoo artists now. You check their followers count first, right? More followers, more trust, more credibility, right? You've already decided before you even walk in. A master name works the same way, except instead of a follower count, the credibility is built over decades, through apprenticeship, through lineage, through work that literally lasts a lifetime. Same logic, The name carries weight, and that weight has a price. Nobody think about this one, but it matters. If you are 6'3" and 220, you just have a bigger canvas, more surface, more inks, more hours. Same design, same subject, same artist, it generally takes longer one, a bigger frame. It's just geometry. Think about it, like buying a painting, a bigger size costs more. Same logic. Dense muscle, bony ridges, anything that wraps, it all slows the work down. And if you are flinching and moving the whole session, yeah, that slows things down too. Different quotes for different people isn't discrimination, it's your reality. Okay, now you know more about Irezumi pricing than 90% of people who walk into a consultation. Let's make sure that knowledge actually protects you. 3 things, remember these. Be honest about your budget upfront and ask for the best version within it. Most people are scared to say their budget because they think the artist will just fill that number exactly. But here's the thing, if someone's going to rip off you, they will find a way, whether you say your budget or not. A real artist, they'd rather design something stunning within your limit than overall scope you will regret later. Think about it from the artist's perspective. You are a working advertisement. If your tattoo looks amazing, strangers stop you on the street and ask, "Who did it? Who did it? That's your ripper!" That's everything. If your tattoo looks mediocre, that artist loses, and they know it. When you're standing up straight, the design place look like, and check the photo. Say that exact question when you get a tattoo. A good artist will light up. They will want to explain exactly how they thought about it, how they will approach the stencil. A less experienced artist, their pose. That pose tells you everything you need to know. Don't be fooled by these fresh photos on Instagram. If an artist likes the healed photos or videos, they are hiding something. Demand to see healed work from at least a year ago. If they can't show, they don't deserve to touch your body. Any artist who documents their work properly will have that. Don't get fooled by filters. You are not being difficult, you are being a collector. Treat your body like the commission it is. Let me zoom out for a second because there's something underneath all of this pricing conversation that I think really matter. Irezumi survived for hundreds of years through ban in Japan, through Western misunderstanding, through the whole commodification wave, and it survived because at its core, it was never just a product, it was a commitment. The traditional full bodysuit, Soushinburi, is designed to be viewed as one organism, not separate pieces. And the people who commission these understand they are not just decorating themselves, they are entering a lineage. But those that mean you need a full bodysuit to respect the tradition? Absolutely not. One panel, one sleeve, one subject, done with intention, that's enough. Here's the uncomfortable truth I want to leave you with. A $10,000 piece that you love from an artist you researched in a consultation you took seriously. That's the fantastic investment. But at a place you didn't verify, STENCIL applied while you are hunched based on Instagram photos alone. That's potentially the most expensive regret of your life because you can't take back. This piece that costs $100,000 and gives you chill every time you see it in the mirror, that's cheap relative to lifetime. $3,000 that you've been covering up for 3 years and still thinking about the cover up. That's the expensive tattoo. Price and a value are not the same number. At that gap, that's what today was about. Irezumi is a lifetime commitment, and you deserve to walk into that commitment with real information. Not a sales pitch, not fear, actual knowledge what you are investing in. If this helps you think differently, hit subscribe, hit like. お疲れ様でした。